This video describes your first assignment for the semester, which will be done through Blackboard. So in order to get started, you're going to go ahead and log into Blackboard and then find this course and click on the course link. And then on the sidebar here, you're going to click on the course content. And then you're going to click on the first folder, the biology weekly folders there. And you should only see one folder. The other folders are not visible. And it's the week 1 folder, and you click on it. Once you click on it, there's going to be 3 items in there. 2 are assignments, and 1 is that go-to document, which I had another video describing. This is where you get all your items for every week of instruction, including class notes and access to videos and other useful materials for the week of instruction. But coming back up here, this video is going to describe this assignment, which is an online workshop. And the name of the workshop is Study Tips and Note-Taking Strategies. And it's provided through a platform called Student Lingo. And so what you would do is read through the directions, all the way through the directions, and note what the due date is. That's right here. So make sure you observe that due date. It gives an estimate of the amount of time to do this. It may take less time or a little bit more time. Just a rough estimate of the amount of time. As you read through the directions here, one of the things it tells you is before you even start, click on this link right here where it says Worksheet. You're going to need to download it. It's 2 pages, and it has 15 questions on there to help guide you through the workshop. What you're going to do is go ahead and print it. You can print it directly from here. If you have a printer available, print it up. That way you have that copy ready and answer the questions as you're working through the workshop. So you'll just write your answers in there, and then you'll put your name on top and submit it to me for a grade. So once you've done that, then you're ready to start the workshop. And when you go to the workshop, you'll click on that link, and it should ask you to log in. And you're going to use the same username and password that you use to get onto Blackboard or JAGNet or any of the South Texas College system there. So you would type in your username and then use your same password, sign in. And this platform has a lot of workshops, things like how to write a research paper and so on. And so you may want to use this for if you have any other needs regarding the classes you're taking. So you might want to browse through there to look at some of their other workshops. But the one I'm going to ask you to do is titled Study Tips and Note-Taking Strategies. And what you could do is you would just copy the title from the assignment here on the other tab. Go back to that tab, and then in the search bar, you can paste the title in there, or type it in if you like, and then search for it. Now, I've already gone through the entire workshop, so I know more or less how long it'll take. So it says here completed. For you, it will not say completed. But it should appear here, the workshop you're supposed to take, and what you would do is click on it to get started. Now, again, I've already gone through it, so it has all these check marks. Since you haven't gone through it, it'll likely take you to the very start. And at the very start, it is going to describe to you overall the Student Lingo website. And as you finish each segment, don't skip anything as you go through each segment. Here's the first segment of the workshop where this instructor will start talking to you about what the workshop is about. And again, don't skip, because some of the answers to the questions are in what she's saying right here. Eventually, though, you're going to come across one of the first items you're going to submit. And it's a diagnostic tool where you self-evaluate what you generally do as a student. So I'm going to go ahead and forward to that just so you'll know what you're supposed to be submitting. Okay. And basically what it'll do, it'll take you to this test preparation diagnostic tool, and it's going to give you a series of questions that are yes or no. And all you do is read it, and then your best estimate of what you do. Do you do what it's asking you or not? And if you don't, then click no. There are no wrong answers. You're not getting graded for what you answer, but only for submitting honest responses. So this is just a way of evaluating what you normally do in classes you've had before. So you want to think about that, and then you're going to submit this. Now, once you finish this yes no, you're going to click on the submit your answers. And before you progress, so don't click the forward arrow here, you're going to stop right here and you're going to click on the download PDF version. Okay? And what's going to do is going to download it to your download file. There's the downloads file on Windows, so you can go access it there. So it's going to be one item you're going to submit through the system, and then I'll look at it and then give you credit for it. And then you also may want to save this for yourself. So you might want to save it to a pen drive or wherever you're saving your work for your different classes. So now once you've finished all that, again, you're going to continue with the workshop, and you'll get another video segment. It goes segment by segment through the workshop. And again, remember, you're trying to answer those questions from the worksheet that you downloaded as you're working through the workshop. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's say you went through every segment. I'm going to go and show you now the other item that needs to be submitted online. So 2 items are going to be submitted online, and the worksheet will be submitted to me in class next week. Okay. So when you get to the very end, you're going to go to an evaluation. And when you go through the evaluation, basically each segment is going to tell you what you need to do. And then you come across an evaluation. And for the evaluation, you're going to be given questions. I've already answered it. It says, I want to retake the survey, but you do the survey. So you go ahead and answer each of the questions. And once you've done that, okay, you're going to now say mark workshop completed. So now you're going to click on this button here. And when you do, you've completed it. And now you'll be able to access your completion certificate. So if you look right here towards the left of the screen here, it shows your workshops completed, and then there's a tab there for certificates. So your certifications here, it shows that I've completed this, and you can view your certificate. Okay. Now, don't print it up. You're going to submit this electronically along with that other document. So here you can click download certificate, and you can see that it's my system opens up a window to show the image itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and X out of there. It should have downloaded it, but the directions are going to ask you to submit this as a PDF. So one thing you can do is go to print this web page, and then you're going to select the print button. And when you're there, a lot of times your printers are going to be directed to print this page to a printer. But what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to the destination and then change it. So right now I would have, let's say I had it set up for a Samsung printer to go print directly to the Samsung printer, but I don't want to print it. I want to print it to a file. And so you're going to look down the list and look where it says you can save as a PDF. And so now instead of sending it to a printer, it'll print it as a PDF. And when you click save, it'll give you an option there, and you're going to want to retitle it. So title it Certificate of Completion. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to save it to the downloads where the other item was downloaded. Okay. Go ahead and save it. And so now I'm ready. I've done what I needed to for submitting the online stuff. The other item will be this, which you'll submit the following week to me with your name on it, and this will be another item for grading. But in order to submit it, now you need to go back to the assignment description on Blackboard. They're in the week 1 folder, and you're going to click on this link right up here. Okay. And there you see that same description. It tells you the due date and the number of points possible. And in order to upload those 2 documents, you're going to click on Browse My Computer and then go to the file where they were saved. If you didn't move them, they should be in the downloads. Okay. And so I'm going to look for those right now. And they should be towards the top if I sorted by date completed. So here they are. This is the test prep answers. And you either have the PNG file, which was the image that I downloaded originally, or the version of the certificate where I created a PDF. I do prefer the PDFs because they'll load, should load a little bit faster for me to view it. So make sure you click on both of those items and then open them, and you'll see them listed there. And then when you click submit, it will submit the assignment for me. then you'd be done with that part of the assignment. And then don't forget, you'll be turning in the answers to the worksheet for the workshop for another separate grade. So that concludes the description of your first assignment. I hope you found it helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Submit them through Blackboard or ask me during class.